So, congratulations. You want to start a DJ business? I'm going to get you there and I'm going to help you make that money, baby. Yeah, that moolah shmoolah. We're going to do it together. DJ Anthony here. How are you? So, I've been in business now and I've been DJing for 31 years, okay? 31 mother years. I probably have more experience than you. And I do this for a living full time. 99.999% of DJs can't say that. Most DJs do it on the side. I do this full time. I have a staff of DJs, and yeah, so I know a little something. Now, that's not to say that other DJs out there aren't good. There's a lot of great DJs out there, but most of them just do it on the side. I do this full time. So, you may want to pay attention. Am I saying I know everything? No, but I know more than most. Okay, so you want to start that business. Congratulations. Now, it's a business like any other business, so, you got to take it serious. However, depending on how much money you want to make. I mean, if you just want a little side hustle, then, you don't have to put in as much effort. You know what I mean? But if you're looking to make money that can really help supplement your life, or that you might someday be able to do what I did and leave your 9 to 5. I used to be a teacher. Now I just, my main business is DJing. I have other businesses, but my main business, what I make my money on, my living on, is my mobile entertainment company. So I parlayed it into more than DJing, but DJing is the bulk. So, and DJing has been great to me. Actually, DJing helped put me through junior college, and graduate school. No loans, no help from mommy, daddy, no Pell Grants, no nothing. The DJing paid for my education to become a teacher. So, it can be life-changing, really. All right, so you're going to go out and you're going to be a DJ, okay? Or you're just starting. And you're like, how the hell am I going to get fucking work? What the fuck? I don't know. Bang, 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 boom, bang, bang. So, first and foremost, you got to understand that you have to love, or at least like, a lot what you do. I don't care if it's DJing, you're a neurosurgeon, you're a shoe shiner, a baker, a lawyer, whatever. If you don't really, really like it a lot or love it, you're not going to do well. Like, you're just going to kind of putter along and make it, average. You know what I mean? If you really want to do well with this DJing business that you're starting, or you have started, or going to start, you got to really love it, because it's going to see you through the hard times. Number two, I would say, is you got to be patient, okay? Like, my first year of business, 32, 31 years ago, my first year of business, you know how many gigs I got? Take a guess. Take a guess, Falcon Struns. My first year of business, I got one gig. In 12 months, one gig. Now, this is back in the 90s, but, there was no social media where you can maybe jump things off quicker, with marketing and advertising, and we're going to get into that. But yeah, my first year of business was just one gig, dude. And, you got to be patient. Rome wasn't built in a day. You're not going to be the big hotshot DJ that everybody loves and knows in one day, or 1 year, or 2 years, or 3 years. I really didn't start making decent money until about year 10, dude. So you got to be patient. Be patient. I would also say, don't be so patient where you do nothing. Get up off your ass. You know what I mean? Like, you want to market, advertise, network, talk to people, volunteer. We're going to get into that. But equipment. Okay, so if you haven't purchased equipment, or if you have purchased equipment, then there's nothing I can say to you. You purchase what you purchase, and you do you. If you have not purchased equipment, hey, the 1980s are back. If you have not purchased equipment, listen to me. Listen to me. Because every rookie DJ does the same mistake, and I did the same mistake. I went out 31 years ago. I bought all the biggest shit. Hey, 10 laser lights, 25 speakers, hey, 10 microphones. I think I'm fucking hot shit. And then what I've learned is, when I did a good job, nobody ever said, hey, Anthony, you suck, but great speakers. No one ever said, Anthony, you suck, great laser lights. Hey, Anthony, you suck, but great prizes. They always said to me, Anthony, you were a great DJ. You made the party. You got everybody up. You. And I was like, they're not mentioning the speakers. They're not mentioning the laser lights. They're not so as every month and year went by, I started to pare down. So instead of 4 speakers, I tried 2. Instead of 2, I tried 1. Instead of 10 laser lights, I did 1, 8 laser lights, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 laser. So I started to see, what can I pare down with? Because, when you have a lot of equipment, sometimes it can take an hour to set up. That's time. You know what I mean? So now I have my setup down to, I can set my DJ system up in under probably 3 minutes. So the equipment, you don't need a lot of equipment. What you need is the training, the practice. Like when you go to the doctor, are you hiring the doctor for this nice shiny stethoscope and the nice white jacket? No, you're hiring the doctor for what they have up here in their brain. Same thing with a lawyer. Are you hiring the lawyer because they have a nice leather, leather seat and a nice, beautiful mahogany desk? No. You're hiring them for their knowledge. And so DJing is the same thing. It's like any other job. You're hiring people for the knowledge. Now, understood, you can't go and get some bullshit speaker system and bullshit microphone from Temu. But what I have is the top of the line, best of the best, but it's streamlined. It's a very taut, streamlined system. So it's one 8-inch QSC self-amplified, one Shure microphone, and then I use my tablet or laptop. I run Spotify. I don't get into all the DJ software, bing, bang, bong. Spotify is all you need. Spotify will mix the music for you. You're good to go. It ain't like the old days we had to have like the special software. That's all bullshit. Anyway, so the equipment, that's what you would really need if you already got your equipment, that's fine. But most of your gigs that you're going to do, listen, I've DJed in front of 5,000 people multiple times. Yeah, then you need the big guns. You need 95 speakers. Most of the gigs you're going to do are going to be under 75 people. Trust me, a one QSC 8-inch self-amplified speaker is more than enough. It's a 1,000-watt speaker. And you may say, hey, yeah, but you're running mono. You can't tell the difference. I can't tell the difference. Mono schmono. One is fine. These speakers are so good. And JBL sells them, PV, Mackie, whatever. You need one. Now, that's that. You don't need two. And the microphone, you need a good microphone. But what you really need is you need to get out there and get training. So maybe work for a different DJ company for a year or two, or, volunteer DJ. You have to get out there and start to learn how to use the microphone, how to speak, how to MC, how to entertain. Because now, in modern days, anybody can sit there and press a button. And that's all DJing is, honestly. It's pressing a button, turning a knob, or a little knob. A 5-year-old can do that. Where the big money comes in, where people are going to want you, is you. You did a great job. You were amazing. You. So you're going to hone your craft on not mixing, none of that shit. You're going to hone your craft on how to speak, how to interact with the crowd. I always say money in the DJ world, in the mobile DJ world, you make your money in front of the DJ booth, not in the DJ booth. So the more you get out on the dance floor, the more you can lead dances like Macarena, Limbo, Conga Line, Freeze Dance, Cha-Cha Slide, stuff like that. Interaction. That's where you really separate yourself from the DJ who just sits there and is like, and the buffet is open, or oh, put your hands in the air. Like anybody can do that. Anybody can press a button. You really want to get out there and hone that craft, of your interaction. That's what customers want. So I don't care you're working for elderly people or children or whatever. They want interaction. Yes, you got club DJing. That's different. But that's not really where the big money is. So anyways, okay, moving on. So equipment, we got that, right? You're going to streamline it down. Now, the real bread and butter of this is, and I get a lot of people ask me like, oh, how can I make more money, or how can I get gigs? Advertising and marketing. So do yourself a favor, go on YouTube or get books, go to the library, and be a student of advertising and marketing. That's all. It doesn't have to be about DJing. Any business will do. Like how to advertise and market a business. That's what you really, on top of doing a great job, of course, number one. Then the marketing and advertising is number two. Marketing is just distinguished to both because a lot of people get them conflicted and think they're the same. They're not. So marketing is what you put on like your shirts or your equipment. Like for instance, this Rubik's Cube, right? That company's name's on there. That's marketing. Advertising is me or you or whoever. I'm putting this on Instagram and Facebook saying, hey, act now. We can get this for $5. That's advertising. But the sticker on here is the marketing. Okay. So that's the difference. So you want to really work on marketing and advertising. So, like when you go to do a gig, you don't want to look like a fucking piece of shit bum. You want to look like, if it's a birthday party or a prom, shirt and tie, button up, you look, that's your marketing, right? Maybe you have your business cards on the table. That's marketing. Advertising would be, again, like you're emailing people, you're, putting stuff on Facebook. Look at me, I DJ this event. Hey, I'm DJ so-and-so. That's advertising, So anyways, those are the two. And they really have to be done regularly, like every day. So if you have to minimum get Facebook and Instagram at the minimum. And I love Facebook and Instagram because they're linked together. They're the same company. And so you have to put out every day something that you exist. Like even if you didn't do a gig, like, hey, I'm DJ Johnny. Don't forget, we're available for gigs. And then when you do a gig, you got to do your own, hey, selfies. I'm here. I'm DJ Johnny, whatever, right? And you got to put that up. You have to let people know you exist. Okay, you have to think like a corporation, like advertising and commercials. That's really Facebook and Instagram are. Oh, it's great to have Facebook and Instagram because when I started in the 90s, there was none of that. There was the yellow pages and nobody can afford that. Instagram and Facebook. You want to mention to your friends and family that you DJ. You want to DJ for free. Yes, DJ for free. I'm 31. I'm 31 years in the business, and I've done more gigs than you'll probably ever do. I still DJ for free if it is a charity function or a function for my church. You want to get out there, and when you're there, networking. Hey, here's my card. Call me. You can't be shy about this shit because then you're not going to get work. So that's the advertising and marketing. There's a lot more to it than that, but that's the gist of it. I don't know. You want me to coach it? I'm going to charge it, but that's fine. All right. So the other thing is, you got to remember, you're starting out, nobody knows you. So you're going to take gigs for less money. You are not going to charge what I can command because I've been in the business 31 years. I've done more gigs than you. People know me in the New York City area, the tri-state area. But even so, I still take gigs sometimes for less because I'm like, well, if I got nothing going on a Friday night, do I want to watch reruns of some bullshit cartoon program or do I want to work? Understood. I don't want to work for a penny. But if it's like, it's in my town, it's half of what I would make, but it's an easy gig. It's 3 hours. I'll do it maybe. You know what I'm saying? It's good exposure depending who's there. You know what I mean? Don't be so prideful. Like, I only work for $5,000 a gig or I only work for $800 a gig. Shut the fuck up. Like, you got to think like a corporation. Honda will sell you a car for $25,000. Honda will also sell you a car for $125,000. You know what I'm saying? There's variation. Cut and paste. Starbucks will sell you a cup of coffee for $2. They'll sell you a cup of coffee for $8. You know what I mean? Have variation. Have segments. Have a bell curve. Or a sliding scale, a scale of what you can offer people because not everybody has the type of money. And again, unless you got so much work coming in, you're like, I don't work for freaking $400. I don't work for $300. I work for $3 billion. All right, then hey, whatever. But anyways, so you know what I mean. You think like the big boys. I would say also, you try to work with people's budgets. I do a lot of work because I work with people's budgets. I don't care if you're a billionaire or you're on welfare. If a billionaire says to me, hey man, here's the budget for this. This is what we got. Cool. I'm going to work with you. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be like, oh, you're a billionaire. Fuck you. Pay me. No. And if you're on welfare and you want to hire me too, same thing. Like, I'll work with you the best I can. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think I've have done so well over the decades is because I don't see business as a binary temporary transaction. You pay me to DJ, I DJ, it's over. No, I see it as a forever relationship. I am your DJ, and guess what? I'm going to work with you again. I'm going to make sure of it because on Christmas, I'm going to send you a Christmas card. Hey, from DJ Tony, or I'm going to email you Merry Christmas, or I'm going to text you Merry Christmas. Like, are you going to follow me on social? I'm going to follow you. You know what I mean? It's a relationship. So I think that's why a big reason why so many of my customers see me as family because I've done their communions, bar mitzvahs, their weddings, the sweet 16s, the prom. Like, I've DJed some people's whole lives, their baptism, their communion, their confirmation, their high school graduation, college graduation, their engagement party, and their wedding. I have many customers like that. I've done their whole lives because it's a relationship. I've done right by them. And so, yeah, anyways, you got to look at it like that. So don't be so caught up in the money. You know what I mean? The money will come. Don't be about the money. That's nearsighted. I would also say, be willing to logistically go almost anywhere. Well, I would say anywhere. If someone's willing to pay you to fly, people have flown me out to do gigs. You know what I mean? And people have paid for me to drive far, 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 far away from my New York City area base. Hey, if you're willing to pay me, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of DJs act like, hey, I want to go like 10 miles and that's it. All right, well, you're only going to get 10 miles of work. Me, I'll go on average 20 miles. I'll do double that. And now sometimes I'll do 100 miles. It doesn't matter. Like if you're willing to pay, I'm willing to go. And like I said, I've been in other states, multiple different states to DJ. So, hey, cool. And I'll work with you. Never be late, ever, ever. In the DJ world, you cannot be late. This is someone's once a lifetime party or once a year party. Like, you can't be late. Oh, there's traffic. No excuse. Everyone's got traffic. Can't say that. You know what I'm saying? you can never be late. So if you have 7 to 11 as your gig, whatever time it takes you to set up, but at 6:59, that music better be fucking playing. Period. You can never be late. You can never have an excuse. Oh, but my no. Professionals execute. Professionals don't try. Professionals execute. Pick up the phone. Someone wants to give you work. Someone's calling you or texting you. Pick up the phone or text and answer them and engage them in the same day. Don't be like, oh, I'm busy. Everybody's busy. You want this work or not? So you got to show up. And really, you should be able to pick up the phone or text them within the hour, really. But, show you want the work, you know what I mean? And have a price set. Don't just make up fucking prices, because it's going to get around. Like, wait a second, you told Sally one thing and Michelle another thing. Like, so on my phone, I have everything, typed out, like what my rates are and what the travel fees would be if it's outside of northern New Jersey or whatever. So you want to have transparency. Don't try to be cute and slick. So my price is the same for a billionaire as it is for someone who just makes 100,000 a year. You want consistency. People want to trust you. Don't get cute. What else? I would say you want to use Facebook and Instagram. You want to post up that you're DJing. You want to post up that you're available to DJ. And when you do advertisements, don't fucking write a paragraph. Every day I go up against other entertainers and DJs to vie for work on social media, especially. That's the other thing. Join all the town pages in and around your area. Join the town. Some towns you're not going to get into because whatever, they have special requirements, but monitor and be on all the town pages on Facebook, because what happens is you'll see it and you want to check every day these town pages. Oh, look, someone's looking for a DJ. And then you can put your name there. Oh, hi, I DJ. My name is so-and-so. You know what I mean? But where a lot of people mess up is they write a whole 10-page dissertation about their DJ service. No one's fucking reading that. So I put up a photo, and then I go on, you should get Canva. I think it's called Canva or Canva, Canva, and learn how to do your own editing and advertising. You can write your, print on a photo, and then you send that to people on social media. Say, hey, I'm available. You keep it short and sweet on your business card. We don't want to fucking stop. Don't need to write a whole paragraph. You write your DJ name or your company, your cell phone, maybe your website or social. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep it short and sweet. You know what I mean? Don't go writing and writing. No one's reading that shit. So, yeah. The other thing is you got to interact with the crowd. I think I said to you before, right? That's where the real money is. So interacting with the crowd. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I need some volunteers. Who's going to help me on the dance floor? We're going to do cha-cha slide. Come on, I need 5 people. You got to get out there. You got to work that crowd. That's where you make your money. I literally do. I've made my money on line dances, like a chicken dance, huggy pokey, macarena, limbo. As you're watching this, I just got done with a gig about an hour ago. You know what I mean? So, yeah. You want to, by the way, don't get smoke machines, don't get strobe lights, and don't get bubble machines. Those are all liabilities. Smoke machines can cause asthmatic fits on people. Strobe lights can make people have a seizure. People who have never had a seizure before can wind up having a seizure. You don't need that. And then bubble machines, they pop and they make a slick film on the ground. You don't want that. You don't want those indoor kind of glitter firework things either. Fire liability. I know you know someone that does it. You've done it. Don't do it. I've done it too in the past. Fuck it. Don't do it. By the way, if you don't have it now, get liability insurance. It's pretty cheap for a year. It might be, I don't even know, $300, something like that. You want to get liability insurance, especially if you want to get into like schools and corporations, do corporate parties. They're going to want to see liability insurance. And that's a true telltale sign that you're a professional. So I use State Farm. You can use whatever you want. But and the other thing is the odds of someone getting hurt from your DJ system is almost zero. But you still want to get covered, because God forbid someone gets hurt or you're fucked. You know what I mean? Like, so you want to have that liability. You want to also make an LLC of your business. Like when you start to really make business, not like you have no business, when you start to have like, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 gigs a year or something like that. You know what I mean? Like when you start to kind of roll, you want to LLC, limited liability corporation, because God forbid you get sued for something, they'll come and get everything you own personally. But if you're LLC, then they can only sue the business that you have. They can't sue you personally. Not that happen. I mean, it could happen, and I'm sure it has in the DJ world somewhere. But usually, like I said, it's very rare. But still, it doesn't cost that much money. In LLC, you can go to LegalZoom.com. I've used them; they're great. I don't know, what does it cost? $200 to get LLC'd. You can also LLC yourself. Just fill out the paperwork from I think it's the government's website, on your state website or federal website. What else? You want to send contracts. So when someone hires you, yeah, I see you. Hey, good to see you. No, make up a fucking contract, simple contract. You can type it into I type it into my notes in my phone. And so I'll tell you right now. So when I do a contract, it's very simple. Contracts are, you put your name and your phone number and your email and whatever at the top. And then you put the date, occasion, location, time, contact person that you're talking to, the service they're going to get, what's the dress code, and the rate you're going to charge them. And then below that, you can get crafty and put up your own stipulations, like, if I stay overtime, you owe me time and a half. Customer must give me playlists that they like a week prior, whatever. But that's what I just told you is a very basic quote unquote contract, Yeah, so there's a million different things you can put in a contract, but mine has gotten longer over the years because, yeah, just things happen in life. But yeah, if you want to see my contract, you can message me or whatever. I'm on Instagram at this party, Triple Platinum Entertainment. Okay, so what else? Where were we? So yes, the contracts. Okay, you always want to confirm with your customer same week or at least 2 days prior to an event. Hey, Mrs. Jones, just making sure we're good for the event coming up. Don't take it for granted that you spoke to them a month prior. I want to go over all the details one more time, what they expect of you. And if your customer's and if God forbid your customer's not happy, well, you better make them happy. If your customer is like pissed off about something, yeah. And don't take a gig that you're not comfortable doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not comfortable DJing a prom, then don't take it. Even though they want to pay you a lot of money, don't do it. Don't do it. You know what I mean? That's why I say maybe work for another DJ company first, get your feet wet. That's what I did. I worked for another DJ company 30-something years ago for like a year or so, and I kind of learned the general ropes. Yeah, or if you don't like doing proms or if you don't like doing weddings, like, you know what I mean? Like, just don't do it, you know what I mean? But like weddings, especially in bar mitzvahs, like there's a lot of intricacies in those, so you need to get some experience. You kind of don't want to go in there cold, like, oh, I never did a wedding before, but it's my first one. You're going to charge them a lot of money, like, you're going to fuck up, dude. It's not going to be good. So I would say start off doing the simple shit, backyard barbecues, street fairs, stuff that's just like, it's easy. And, the wedding stuff is complicated, and bar mitzvahs and even communions. Ironically, corporate functions are easy and they pay probably the best. But anyways, so what else? We have, we're going to talk about how to actually get jobs. Okay. So how to actually get jobs for yourself. You have to, again, let people know that you exist. So friends and family, hey man, I'm starting a DJ business. Don't forget, if you know anybody, and that's what I do. Like, I always post my DJ shit on my personal Facebook page and of course my professional Facebook page. But more than likely, more often than not, I get business from friends, and people just know me and oh yeah, man, I got, and then whatever. And of course, repeat customers. So you also want to do this. Again, assuming you want to DJ for schools and work with kids and families, if you're going to be the type of DJ, it's like, no, man, I'm not doing that shit. All I do is club stuff, or all I do is weddings. All right, well then, you're limiting yourself. You're only going to get so much work. Again, I use the car analogy. That would be like Honda or Ford or Chevy saying, hey, all we do is sell pickup trucks. All right, fuck you. We're not doing anything else. Well, then they'd be out of business. You can't just sell pickup trucks. You got to sell sedans and minivans and sports cars and motorcycles and, shit. Honda sells lawnmowers, So, I mean, like, they sell jet planes, for God's sake, and boats, engines, So think broader, you know what I mean? Because if you're just going to be like, I just want to be a club DJ, all right, fine. But understand, you're only going to make a little bit of money then, you know what I mean? And if you're okay with that, that's cool. And I know some people that just do weddings and, they have a full-time job. All right, if that's what you want to do. For me, I'll DJ anything, and I've DJed everything. I mean, everything. I've DJed divorce parties, I've DJed weddings, I've DJed whatever, you name it. Coming home parties from the military, grand openings of libraries, ironically, so political rally, you name it, whatever. And the thing too is, I would say, if you're DJing, you also want to think about yourself in broader terms. Not only you're DJing, but maybe you can rent out your speakers to people, which I do. You know what I'm saying? For school events or whatever. So anyways, so you want to reach out to schools, recreation departments, universities. Those are the big ones in the area, schools. So elementary schools, middle schools, high schools. You want their addresses and emails, and then you want to mail them postcards. You go on vistaprint.com and you make a little postcard, or Vistaprint will make it for you. Big one, small one, doesn't matter. And then you either write them out by hand or use, printer, and you print out labels of all the schools in your area. And every 3 months, you're going to physically mail and also follow up with emails to the schools or whoever. Hey, I'm DJ Johnny. Don't forget, we DJ, whatever the fuck you want to say on it. For me, I usually give them a free half hour or free hour. You might think that's crazy, but I'm not fucking around. I want that business. You know what I'm saying? So for me, again, it's a long-term game for me. I'm not doing this because I'm only going to DJ 1 year. So for me, whatever. School calls me all the time, and all schools call me all the time and say, "Oh, we got your hour free. Oh, we got a 2-hour dance. Okay, good. You're going to pay me for an hour." But I know once I call it the drug dealer effect. Once they get hooked on my service, they're calling me another 5 times though. So I don't see it as a $300 gig. I see it as a $1,500 gig, times 10 years, 20 years, lifetime of business. So, and then from there, people see you, right? Oh, my cousin's getting married. This one's having a backyard party. Da, da, da. So you got to look at it like that, like the ancillary effect of things. So yeah, you're going to get the addresses of the schools in your area, elementary schools, even daycares. I DJ at daycares, believe it or not. So yeah, elementary schools, middle schools, high schools, and you're going to mail them postcards every 3 months, period. Either you're going to do it or you're going to hire someone to do it. And then you're going to also find their social media links and you're going to send them, hey, my name is DJ so-and-so, and you have to give people a reason to want to hire you. You can't just say like, I'm DJ so-and-so. You got to say, hey, if you hire me, you get a free whatever, like free hour, free half hour, you get a free uplighting. Give people a reason to want to call you. You know what I mean? So yeah, think out of the box because most DJs don't do that. You know what I mean? And so that's why most DJs don't do it full time, and I do. You got to really copy what companies do. Pretend you're Mercedes, pretend you're McDonald's, pretend you're Starbucks. Like, what do they do? And then you cut and paste that to your DJ business. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's that. It's very simple. It doesn't cost a lot to start a DJ business, but to get things going, yeah, you got to really be a hustler and a schmoozer and a rubbing shoulders. And, if you go to church, synagogue, mosque, temple, let your people know, let your pastor know, or your religious leader know, like, hey, I DJ, here's my card. I pass out hundreds of cards a year just by like everyday life. Like I'm at the supermarket, I've talked to somebody, oh, hey, by the way, I DJ, like whatever. You'd be surprised where that goes. So I would never advertise in a magazine or a newspaper anymore. That's bullshit. It's done. It's dead. I would never advertise in a billboard. Stupid move. People go, yeah, but 90 million people a day, they see it. Yeah. You know how many people don't need you that see it, but they don't need you? You want to advertise Google, Facebook, Instagram, and you want to use the analytics. You want to pinpoint right to who would use you, okay? Typically, who calls DJs? I can tell you right now. Others, women. 99.99999. But yeah, I get it. Guys can call and book DJs. 99.9% of the time, it's going to be a woman between the ages of 30 and 55. And, that's it. So you usually have kids, you usually have a family. So you want to pinpoint, use Google, Facebook, Instagram analytics. And if you don't know how to use it, fucking learn. All right. You can hire someone, but whatever. And then you're going to laser pinpoint who you're going to advertise to, and every dollar is going to count, because when you advertise in newspapers and billboards, most of it's a waste, and you might get someone, but the ROI is bad. Think about it. If 1 million people see the billboard, but you only get 2 people that call you, okay, you got 2 people that called you, but how much did the billboard cost? And can you trace that to the billboard? You can't, but you can with the analytics of Facebook, Instagram, and Google. And out of 1 million people seeing it, you're only getting 2 or 3 customers. That's a bad ROI versus doing Instagram, Google, Facebook analytics. You'll get 3,000 people call you out of the 1 million. You know what I mean? So you really just never advertise in newspapers or magazines. These motherfuckers will try to tell you, oh yeah, so many people see our ads. They see them, but what is the propensity of them to hire me though? And in Instagram, Facebook, Google, you can pinpoint it right to people who want to have a DJ or who are more apt to hire a DJ. You know what I mean? So yeah. That's that. If you have any questions, you can hit the comments below or message me. So yeah, that's basically that. And you know what? You might want to reach out to other DJs and let them know, hey, look, man, I DJ. If you're ever overbooked, love to, sometimes I will work under other DJs, companies or names. Actually, they call me and they'll be, hey, can you cover us? I'm like, yeah, no problem, dude. And I'm not cocky about it. I'm like, yeah, I'll go out under your name. It's fine. Whatever. But my point is, that's another way to kind of garner some work. Yeah, it's all cool. You know what I mean? And so if you don't come off with the cocky attitude, then all the DJs out there will love you. But if you're a cocky, fucking insecure asshole, yeah, then no one's going to want to work with you. I have bands that hire me and stuff like that. So it's just about being humble and being a student, of business and social media and things like that. So, and I still am. I don't profess to know everything, but yeah. So, anyways, I hope that helps. If you have any questions, let me know. It's a great profession. It's a great trade. You bring joy and happiness to people's lives. You're involved in the best of people's lives, and that's one of the reasons why I love DJing. But again, you can't look at it as you're a music playing guy. You're more than that. You're involved in people's special days, so, and you can control if they have a good time or not. But you utilize YouTube also. There's a lot of great tutorials out there and explanations and things that you can see that I know I didn't have in the early 90s starting out. There was no YouTube. There was barely internet. There actually was no internet. So, I mean, technically there was, but, there was no internet. So I had to learn the hard way, man, and so I started off with records, bro. So now I'm using Spotify, it's anyway. So, all right. Hope that helps. All the best to you, man. And it's going to work out. All right. You can do it. Signing off, DJ Anthony, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.